as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight. Mixing colors, day and night.
Hi everyone, it's Dash of Dave here, and I am back for another crafty video. So, today, I kind of felt a bit inspired by this, and thought, I'd quite like to make a ruler. Don't know how easy it's going to be. I'd like to make a ruler because I'd like to have a few bookmarks. Something I don't really make for journals, and I think that might be a really good idea. I've got a few journals pending. It'd be great to make a few bookmarks, different sizes, and I like the idea of them being a ruler. So anyway, that's basically what I intend to do. They're not necessarily going to be accurate, and you might not necessarily be able to use them as a ruler, but does it matter? No, it doesn't. They're going to be different sizes, and we will just make some. So no measuring involved. All I'm going to do is the width of my current ruler, and I will use that for that. Do I want to make bigger ones? Yes, I do. What do I want to make bigger ones out of? Whatever cardboard I have to hand, that's a bigger one. So bigger one, and maybe didn't really cut through there. There we go. And so that's one. That's two. What else should we use? Maybe something else. Maybe something else. Definitely something else. Some more card of some kind. Oh, somewhat kind. I don't know what though. Oh. Maybe some of this. Is that card? Is it card? It is card. Right, okay. Let's use some of this. So, I don't know. Always drawn to green for some reason. Maybe it's that it says utilitarian to me, I think. It's got a very officey feel, very officey vibe to it. Okay, right. So, do I even want to try and make it accurate? So, I will use inches because the spacing is easier to see. Do you know? Oh, I don't know. Let's do it. Right. What am I turning the paper around for? I haven't even actually put anything on it. So there is no up or down at the moment, Dave. You are just being an idiot, as usual. So we're going to go 1, 2, because I can count. 3, or more to the point, I can read numbers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, oh, oh. 10, 11. Oh, it's not quite long enough for a 12. And then we'll do this side as well. And I think what we'll do is you know, like those old rulers that you just used to have like one number, and it was just it was like split into sections of colour. 1, 2. You don't really want to hear me count again. 3, but you are going to. 4, 5. I'm sure there are songs that I could be singing. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. I can't remember what the rest of the song. Then I let it go again. Something like, which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. But I can't remember how we get up to that bit. It's a long time since I went to school, so come on. You know, we're on how many years now? 56 years old. So when was the last time I was at school? Left when I actually left when I was 15 because my birthday was in the summer term, and it meant that I turned 16 before the next did that? Oh, I don't know. Did I leave earlier? Or did I leave? No, I must have left later. I was 16 and a bit. Oh, I don't know. Can't remember. It's a long time ago. When did I leave? I left in 1985. So that would have been... I was 16. Yeah, so I was 16. So I was over 16. So, oh yeah, because I started a year later than everybody else because I was not old enough to go to school when, like, or especially high school. I wasn't old enough to go to high school at the age of 11 because I wasn't 11 until the year after my peers. I think that's right. I don't know. Can't remember. Like I say, long time ago. And anyway, not what we were here for. But yeah, that's. And then I've obviously been back. I've had education since. I didn't go back to school. I went to university. So, I got a degree because I can. Right, I can't. Not particularly straightest lines in the world, but we know what my feelings are about straight lines or straight anything. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to mask off every other space and then darken it. Do I want to mask it off or do I want to darken it all a bit? Maybe I darken it all a bit first, then I mask things off. Oh, I don't know. Too many decisions, and none of which I am capable of making. Okay, so let's go for... Should we go for old paper? And then we'll just kind of go over this a little and just darken it down anyway. Does it look any different? Does it? It does a little. Well, it does to me. To you, maybe not. Me. To me. To you. And then I'll put a proper line in. I won't leave a pencil line. I'll just go over this with this. I think this has kind of changed colour. Where's the rest of this card? Oh yeah, it has changed colour. It's fine. Nothing worse than doing something and not actually being able to tell the difference. I had a friend once. I mean, like, you know, I've still got friends now, but like, I've had a friend a long time ago that had painted her room. And she's, oh, what do you think? She says, you know, I'm not quite sure about the colour. I tell you now, it was exactly the same colour as it was before. I couldn't tell a difference, and I have a really good eye for colour. I'm not colourblind, so I honestly couldn't tell you the difference. So she was obviously mortified. So she spent a lot of money on paint, only to be told I couldn't tell. So yeah, what I'm thinking is if I mask every other so like, hopefully you'll kind of understand what I'm trying to do, and if you don't, then well, then you don't really. So if I mask these off, I'm hoping to get like light and dark places that indicate it's an inch. Definitely had a ruler like that at school, although I do think it was a metric ruler, so it probably would have been. I was a child of the... In the UK, I was a child of the 70s, so we were well and truly bought into the going metric thing at that point. So, although I do remember doing both both inches and centimetres while I was at school, because it was that kind of crossover, you know, that's what the teachers knew, inches, because they were old school and we were the next generation coming along with our metric. And obviously my parents didn't understand the metric, and right to the very end, my mum didn't really understand. You know, like they tell you the weather and it's going to be 24 degrees or whatever. And then she'd say, "What's that in old money?" Makes me laugh. But yeah, anyway, Dave, shut up about your history lesson, and because it is history, it's a long time ago since I was at school, like I say. Right, okay, let's go for a. Shall we use vintage photo because we can? So let's use vintage photo, and we will make these areas kind of darker, and then hopefully we'll have a dark patch, a light patch, dark patch, light patch. And if we put that number in there, could use numbers. Well, that's not easy because you couldn't find the numbers last time, Dave. So might have to go looking for the numbers. Oh, Dave, I don't know how straight that perfectly straight those lines are going to be, but okay. So trying to put that on there because that's a lid, isn't it, Dave? No, it's not. Okay, so stop saying "okay, so." I do drive myself insane with that, you know. Right, hang on. Let me just see if I can find this. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. Move them out of the way, and all of that out of the way. Not what you want. Are they numbers? No, they are not numbers. Are they numbers? Any numbers in there? No, I don't have any numbers in there either. I don't know where my numbers are. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I've not looked in the most logical place. I think I parcelled all my numbers together. I did. Oh, of course there's going to be numbers missing. Of course there are. What have we got here? We've got numbers here. We have all of our numbers here. We've got one missing. Oh, hang on, there's more here. Got all the numbers there. Excellent. Right, okay. All the numbers, some of the numbers, none of the numbers. I've got a collection of either all, some, or none. Oh, there's more there. Oh, there's more there as well. See, there you go, Dave. See, if you looked in the logical places, these things don't come and find you. You have to go and find them. Right. So that's out of the question. How much was that? $3.99. Quite like those numbers. They're quite utilitarian. I might use them in the next bit. Not them though. Right. Okay. Let's do this then. That's not going to get sealed again then, is it? If that's just peeled off. Right. How am I going to do this? Let's get a stamping block first. Start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. When you sing, you begin with do, re, mi, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa, do, la, ti, do. Yes. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, this is like, oh, get off here. No stretchy. Just, oh, this is a stamp. It's been in here a while. Been stuck to this for a while. Right, so they're all on the same thing, so it doesn't really help me, but hopefully not too bad. Okay, no, that's the wrong way around, Dave, you idiot. What an idiot. Okay, so pop them on there. And I think what I'm going to do is, if I ink the number 1 and do that, where does it start? It starts at the very beginning. So if I did that, that's 1 inch, then that's going to be 2, and that's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's right. I didn't know whether it was going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10 and a half that would be. And that's not right, because we know it's 11 and a half, because we said it wasn't quite big enough to be a 11 inch rule, 10 inch, no, 12 inch rule. Dave, shut up, Dave. I tell you what, come back to everybody when like you've got a clue what you're talking about. It's never going to happen then in that case. I have a feeling that I'm going to need to mask off the rest of it, because it's just going to... There is a massive scope for error here. It's because I'm doing it. So, got this piece of paper. We'll do this. So, if I mask that off like that, that means I should be able to put the whole thing down and not ink everything else. So even if I kind of semi-catch the 2, I'm going to be alright. No, because that's still in my space, isn't it? So I'm going to do. Well, don't do it with your finger, Dave. You fool. Oh, I love the smell of this. Those stays on inks smell of marzipan, and I love it. Right. Okay. Well, I've committed now. Made contact. Touchdown. So then I move that to there, and then oh no, we don't want 2, do we? We want 3 now. Got to remember, you're going to do every other number, Dave. No, we said not 2. Fool. This could be painful. Could be. Will be. And we're going to go 3. Touchdown. Yeah, well, it's not perfect 3, but hey, what is? You tell me what's perfect. 3, and then this is going to be 5. Rub that off with your finger because that's nice and clean. Five. Then 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, 5 bananas, make a bunch and so do many more. I've just done 5, haven't we? So that means this is 7. Oh, I've just realised the error of my ways. I'm going to have to try and get 2 numbers next to each other on the same level when I get to the double digits. Oh, that didn't go very well, did it, Dave? You're going to have to try and do that now without it looking... Or that might be where we put a nice bit of decoration. Do you know what? If it doesn't go right, we'll just cover it up with something. It didn't go right, and we'll just cover it up with something. It's fine. Okay, 7. We want 9 now. Got a very inky finger now. 9. No, not the 0. We don't want it 90, do we? 9 on there. 9. Oh, cool. I don't know why I just struggled with 7. Okay, so we want 1, which is at the start. 1. This is when you regret having it stuck to the desk, Dave. 1. On. Oh, that was very smudgy. And then 0. might smudge that as well. No, not too bad. Okay, so one. Okay, now this is when I need to peel these bits off. Oh, I like the stripes. Oh, hang on. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to bother with the. I might just have it stuck down one end and on the other end as well. Come on. I think I might have been over ambitious thinking I might be able to do more than one ruler. Right, so we want. Do we want to have it just go to 10? Because like then, otherwise it's going to end up with a 1 on the end, isn't it? Maybe just go to 10. Oh no, I can just kind of cut it off, or put a bit of foil over the end or something. So we want to go to, okay, mask off 1 and 3, and we do 2. In some ways it's helpful that they're all stuck. This is like one continuous thing. In other ways it's not. But we're going with it. So 2, 2. That's all right. 4. Oh, is that gonna? 5 has got some on. There you go. 5, 4. Yeah, there you go. 4. And we want. What we're doing? 6, Dave. Oh, I was going to stick it down, wasn't I? But no, I didn't. Of course. There you go. Stuck it down now. Horse is bolted again. That horse. That's mostly opportunity to get away from me. What I can't remember what I'm doing. 5, 6. No, I did 8 then. Six. Oh, that went well. Good. We want 8 this time. Because I keep going 7, and it's not 7 though. We've done the odd numbers. 8. 8. Did that go okay? Yes, it did. Oh! That should have been 11. Do you know what? We're gonna we'll put 10 on the end. We'll make it a 10-inch ruler. Oh, you see, you all knew that I was going to make a fatal error. You probably all saw that and like, Dave, no, Dave, you were doing odd numbers. 10 is not an odd number. Oh, what a wally. Oh, never mind. 1. There you go. Much better 1 than I did last time. Let's see if we can do 0 and get that nicer than I did last time. 0. It's wonky 0, but no, never mind. So we are going to have it so that it ends at 10. But in that case then, what do we do? Should we go... We'll cut that off there. And then we will cover the end with something. I will try and separate all of that, don't worry. I know it looks like a right waste of washi tape, but... I feel like such a berserk, same thing. Not the same thing at all. Okay. I like the way that it's turned out. 7, not happy with, but you know, I'm not going to try and overstamp. It will just go horribly wrong. This end, aha. This is when I deploy some of this. And we put some of this maybe on the end of there. Shall I? No, don't like that. Don't like that idea at all. What we'll do is we will end it at 10. There we go. We'll end it at 10. Perfect. Nobody will ever know. Yes, I admit, you guys know. But you're not going to tell anyone, are you? Okay, so let's do some hard lines. So let's do some tough love. Okay, so we're going to do a hard line there. Should we try and get it straight? What now? Now you're trying to get it straight. No, because you need it to be on that divide line where the colour changes, Dave. Which is not where the inch line should actually be. Oh well. I want it to kind of look old and not accurate, which is a good job, really. So that was the look I was going for. I was going for inaccuracy. You know, that old mathematician's, you know, favourite place to be. Inaccurate. Keep drawing on the ruler, not on the thing. Okay. Well, I'll try and then rub the lines out. I can't believe I did that with the 10. I can't, but I do know what my odd numbers are, you know. So, especially as I can't even speak. Especially as 11 is one of my lucky numbers. Or you'd have thought that I'd have known that 11 came next, but never mind. It's a 10-inch ruler. 12, you know, an 11.5-inch ruler would have been ridiculously long, wouldn't it? That's our excuse. It would have been too long for a journal. So, okay, so let's make that. I like the way it's turned out, though. It is definitely looks like that. I used to have a ruler that was, I think it was a wooden one, and it was blue. And then wood colour, blue, wood colour, blue, wood colour, blue, wood colour, and their numbers were correct. It's because they didn't get me making it. Okay, so stop saying okay. So I think we could do with somebody that can actually, somebody that knows what they're doing. That's what we could do with somebody that knows what they're doing. Let's stick some nice things to it. So I have in front of me a collection of things that the lovely Tracy sent me. So I will see if there is, that's a clothing card, if there is something maybe I want to stick to it, maybe have a, and we can make it decorative. I mean, you know, I only wanted it in the background anyway, so maybe that. Oh, we've got these. So I've got all of the other things. So, you know, the boxes that she'd made with all the bits in. They are sat behind me. They're actually on a shelf. They've been labelled on their end so that I can see them all. I will hopefully remember to insert a picture here. Hopefully you have now seen where they all are, and if you haven't, then I apologise for not having a brain, but as you can tell, I clearly don't have a brain because I've just not been able to count. Right, let's maybe put that on. Maybe with a, oh, I could stamp that, couldn't I? Let's ink the edges of that, and stamp that with a number. Oh, there's a number here. Perfectly placed. Is that too big? No, I don't believe it is. The only thing that is too big is the stamp block that I've got to stick it to. Does it stick? That's the thing. I've got loads of stamps that aren't very sticky. We will use a red, a Memento red here, so do that. No, move them out of the way because they'll just get stamped with something else. Perfect. I might just colour that a little though in the background because it's a little bit bright white. There we go. Maybe a darker edge. Yep, that's better. Okay, so we'll do that. That covers up our 7 nicely, but it also covers up a 6. Some of the 6 and some of the 8, but never mind. I was thinking maybe having kind of a tab thing on the top that will kind of disguise the ugly 10. I was going to, I saw this and thought, oh, that, but then that's too samey, isn't it? Let's do maybe that. Let's do that. I will make a hole in it though. And then we can use it as a dangle spot. Dinkly dangle. Sorry, something caught my eye out of the corner of my eye. What? But it was my wire dangling. I thought it was something moving. I thought there was an animal in here. But there isn't. I'm just getting paranoid. It's because it's spider season. Spider season. That's when all of the spiders come in from outside, 'cause it's cold and they want to invade my home. Watch out. Here comes a spider. Let's hope not. And I'll scream. In the UK we don't get, like, I was going to say contaminated spiders, but they're not contaminated. What they're called? What's the word? Not contaminated. Poisonous. We don't get poisonous spiders. Okay. There are no deadly spiders in the UK. Well, you know, certainly not that live here. Well, when I say live here, I mean, like, you know, native to here. It's way too cold for them. Even the furry ones would die of cold. Especially in the winter. However, it doesn't stop them being terrifying. Well, to me, anyway. So, apologies if you're a arachno lover. I don't know what's the opposite of arachnophobic. What's the opposite of arachnophobia? Yeah, I think I'm going to stick that on there. I don't know. I have no idea. Answers on a postcard. I have no idea. Wonder if there is. Surely, there must be something. You know, people. There's weird people all over the place. I can't talk. I know I'm weird. Maybe I can talk. That's because I am weird. I know that I'm weird. I don't know if I want to put that on there without putting something else on there. I'd quite like a flower on there. I want a teeny tiny ickle flower. Ickle flower. Let's see whether we've got an ickle flower. We can do that there. Maybe we could have one of these. Maybe it's because it's a ickle flower. I don't say ickle. I used to go to school with someone who used to say ickle instead of little. It used to frustrate the living daylights out of me. But, you know, now these days you embrace it, don't you? So, embrace the difference. Oh, actually, look at that. That's a tiny one, but that's quite pretty, that. Yeah, sorry, you've been relegated. Maybe that. Will that go on there? And we have that on there. Yeah, we'll do that. I like that, actually. That looks good. Right, in that case, then we will just ink this. Probably fine, but we'll just ink it anyway. Is it a sticker? No, it isn't. It's got something on the back, so it must be out of a book. I can't believe that I've spent time fussy cutting that. That's definitely not a me thing. That would have been the first thing that had gone in the bin and been like, no, can't be bothered with that. That. Now this needs a bit more glue on the back. So, like that. Oh, I like that. That's cool. A nice little layer there. Then we'll have that on the end. Do we want to round it off? No, because I don't think it'd look very rulery if it was rounded off the edge. No, because you need a square edge to measure, don't you? So we'll have that. Maybe have something maybe tucked under the end of there as well. Not a button. Not a button. Just thought I might be able to use some of these that are already there, but what else have we got in there? Maybe. Oh, actually, what's that? Maybe that under there, like that, so you can kind of see it, see the number 10, and then we could have a selection of things down it, couldn't we? Actually, yeah, let's do that. Right, let's see if I can get the back off this. You were preempting catastrophe, and there was nothing to preempt, Dave, because that back came off no problem. Okay, let's put this on now before we forget. Just get rid of all of the extra glue that we don't need. Put that on there. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. And then we could have a dangle on there, I guess. Maybe this is when we want a thin person. Do we want a thin person on here? Let's go for a thin person, Dave. When you say a thin person, you might not actually have a thin person to put on here, but no, we do. We've got colourful thin people, haven't we? We've got people in. Oh, where are they? They're not there, Dave. That doesn't belong in there. I've got some in a different style, haven't I? Oh, it's in the other people box. Oh, I can't be bothered with that. I've got some peel and sticky ones. Peel and sticky ones. That's because they're sticky. Do we want her? Maybe her. Maybe. Well, what have we got here? Hang on, there's a few. Oh no, these are couples. She's not a couple, I realise. She's a single. Does she look like a school teacher? She kind of does. She's got that kind of bossy attitude. That's her. Oh, there's a little version of her. Maybe she's the right person. Yeah, maybe her. Okay. Oh, I'm dropping them all now, sorry. You're all going for a walk. Well, you think you are, but you're not now. You can get back in there. So. Okay. And maybe... Do we want a bit of washi tape on the back? No. I don't know how to use washi tape. I never feel confident using it. Never works for me. But maybe I see the world and her stuck kind of over it. All that way. Yeah, I like that actually. Peel again, another quote chip loses its back. Pop that up there. That goes up there. See the world. Oh, actually, should we do that with a bit of a... Let's use a bit of picked raspberry. Raspberry. Don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. These things just come out sometimes. Oh no, Dave, that's black. Just rubbed black on the corner of there now. Oh, you idiot. Oh, let's get another dauber. Ness and dauber. Ness and dauber. There we go. Look, that looks more pinky, doesn't it? Let's get this corner. Let's try that, because I just want it to kind of stand out from the back and not be too samey. In fact, actually, we might just go over it with a bit of this, bit of a mottle with it. Yeah, that's fine. It's more pink than it is red, but it'll do. And then we've got her. We need a bit of this on the... Trying to break her legs off. Or a head. That would be unfortunate. How do we want this? See the world? Like that. See the world? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. In fact, okay, so let's stick that. It's going almost up to that number 6. I think it kind of went like that. I might put a little bit of that over the top of it as well. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's not too pink now. And then we can have her there. Yes, we will. We'll just give her a bit of glue on the back. And her very thin legs, which is basically, you know, what people say about me. Look at him and his thin legs. They do not. They don't say, look at him and his thin anything, to be fair. So we'll do that, and then maybe we will have maybe a flower kind of overlaid onto her. Kind of overlaid, but kind of not. Which doesn't help you. Doesn't help you see what's in my head. Oh, I can't get any of them out there. Do I have anything that will suit is suited? Nope, none of them. Maybe what actually it might try and lift her leg up before it gets glued down properly. Okay, if we lift that leg up, I might put that at the bottom of there, like that. So she's got one leg kind of over the top of it. Yep, I like that. Let's do that. Obviously I'll ink this back a bit as well. And we want that to kind of go under there. Come on. Let's work together on this, please. No, it's not really at the angle I wanted. Oh, that's torn it then. That's coming off. Oh no, it's all stuck to me. That's more the angle I wanted. Right, let's just lift your leg up. Sorry, love. And then we'll glue your leg down. Don't worry, your leg isn't going to be like that constantly. Looks like it's broken. We'll stick that down there. Okay, cool. Yes, yes, I like that. And then we will cut that bit off. I love it. That's cool. I'm going to give it a darker edge, I think. So maybe a bit of ground espresso just on the very edge. Also, I've noticed, oh, that's very dark, isn't it? I've noticed there, you can see a bit of white showing, so go around that. And then a darker edge here. Just, there you go, that's better. Feel better with that there. Don't know what it is, like I like a dark edge. Oh, wow. Right, I think I'm going to have to make some more of these. Might come back to you, actually, folks. I'm going to make some. Oh, you see, that's not taking there because of that being a bit of plastic. So if we just flip that up, do underneath, and then stick it back down again. There we go. Oh, that is fabulous. Right, okay, so I will come back to you. I will make some more. I might.
Dash of Dave with paper dreams, crafting worlds or so it seems. Jump to joy with every page, watch him set the stage. Watch him set the stage. Buttons, ribbons, vintage lace, he brings smiles to every face. Lost in layers, stories told, in his hands they're worth pure gold. Colors clash but they blend so neat, washi tape makes it all complete. Step by step he's in the zone, with every piece his art has grown.
And then we go. So I did make a couple more rulers. Okay, this is the one that we made together, and I love it. I think I've never even made a ruler for a bookmark before. Made bookmarks, never even considered a ruler, and I'm so glad I made it. I really love the way it's turned out. Then I can't remember which way around I made it. I made the numbers for this and the markings for this, and then decorated it later. And this one I just kept plain. I wanted it to look like one of those old school rulers that have got a bit of a shape to them, and I wanted it to look a bit like wood, which I think I've achieved. And I just like the way that one turned out. I know it's not decorated, but I really love it. But this is the one that I then decorated, and again, another one I really love. Again, we could have a hole in there and have a dangle on it. But yeah, I really I kind of like got a bit excited there. Really love them. So I hope you do too. I hope it's something you might consider doing, and if you do, please do tag me into that video. I'd love to see what you've done. If you don't, use YouTube, then you can of course tag me on my Instagram. All the details are in the description. And if you like this video, give the video a thumbs up. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, which I hope you are. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Dash of Dave, and I love you all without exception, until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you very soon. Bye. Bye.